Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Philly. Just made it in. It's like 11 at night, and I'm pretty excited because it's our first PAX. Well, it's my first PAX. I guess Tom went to PAX East in Boston, but for me, it's my first PAX, and it looks like all the gang's here. All the media gang too. So let's just say hi to everyone and see who's here. Rodney? Say hi to all the
Hello,
fans.
everybody. We're playing Magical Athlete.
Magical Athlete, Dan.
And he's the Grooch.
I'm the Grooch.
I'm part of Arm. Hey now, what's
Jamie.
going on?
And Eric.
I'm the Queen.
Yeah, you are.
And this guy.
Hello.
Is this your copy of Magical Athlete as always?
Yes.
The crazy souped up copy?
Well, souped up is kind of
Did you
a...
do all the art?
Look at this illustration.
No, some other guy did.
That's souped up right there.
I was going to
That
go
is souped
online
up.
and find, like, clip art and put it, and I can't. It's just too good to stupid art.
So how is PAX so far, Tom?
Atlas.
Over me?
Yeah.
How is PAX so far? You got to answer.
How is what?
PAX.
It's
It
good.
hasn't started yet.
Food is mostly
I
good.
heard that you went to Liberty Bell.
I did.
You, which I'm jealous. You went to an escape room.
Pumpkinhead.
That's a
I did.
We're really jealous of that. Eric, are you jealous
You
about
do
the
realize
escape
I'm in the middle of a game, right?
I'm quite jealous. Of
I
this
know,
game.
but
Wait, no, over
this is my first chance to interview a designer, so you're the first designer I'm interviewing.
Somebody got.
Wait, I don't know. What do you think, Rodney? Rodney, what do you think? I'm gonna bug you. I'm gonna bug you all during this game. It's my first chance to interview a designer. I was trying to interview Tom.
I've designed nothing.
No, I was interviewing Tom. But this, I think I'm gonna do some interviews with reviewers this week too.
Oh, you can't interview me then because I don't review. You're just striking me out all over the place.
Well, surprisingly or unsurprisingly, Sam and Z I think are asleep already. Haven't found them, but I did find Joel here. How are you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Are you excited?
I am.
This
Super excited.
This is like, for us it's huge. It's like a new media event and it's gonna be pretty special.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, first one and all that. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. What are you doing tonight? Are you doing Tokyo Highway?
We are.
Is this Tokyo Highway?
Yeah.
Oh, this game is cool. You use tweezers and move things. This game is really cool. I might jump in because I got to play something. There's the tweezers. So I found the loser team from Gen Con.
Loser team.
Okay.
Tell us about this.
Well, again, we got more questions correct. Yet, we have Tony Topper on our team, who chose Dumbledore, which everybody knows Dumbledore would not be the answer. But listen, sometimes you got to throw Tony a bone and let him pick an answer.
I just want to know, are we going to get Steve a Christmas donkey soon? He needs one.
Yes, he does.
He really needs that donkey.
He does need the donkey.
And then we're going to get him to hang it on his mantle.
Well, let's do it. You and me.
We're gonna do this.
Why don't we paint him a Christmas donkey and send it to him?
I think we're going to have to do that.
Aye.
What do you guys think?
Choose two different numbers. If both these numbers are rolled before...
Well, this is kind of a bittersweet convention because, as a lot of you know, BGG Con's going on at the same time, and we miss all our friends there. Aldi especially, Aldi does such an amazing job, and Board Game Geek is such an amazing site. We do miss everyone out there. Board Game Geek is great, and obviously that's the place to go for board gaming if you're looking for any kind of little information about the games. And it's kind of sad that they're coinciding, but we'll show you what's going on in here, and we hope that everyone who's out there is having fun. I think Suzanne's out there, and Hunter and Rebecca. We have some of our people out there too, so you'll probably get coverage from both. But for those of you out there, we do miss you, and we hope to see you soon at a convention where we're all together. So Tom, I've heard about this thing called the Penny Arcade, which is like Penny Arcade but pins, and we have a cool pin. We've been talking about this. Look at that guy. The Dice Tower mascot is now a pin for Penny Arcade. We're very excited about this. I like pin trading because I'm a Disney geek, so yay! We've got our own pins to trade. Well, hello everybody. It's the first official day. I got some sleep, and I have a different roommate this year. You know how I always room with Tom? Look who I'm with this year.
Oh yeah,
Dan
what's
King.
up?
Dan King, the Game Boy Geek. How's everything going with you?
It's good, man. It's cold out here in Philadelphia in November, but we're inside most of the day, so it's not too bad.
It is cold. Brr!
Nighttime is freezing out here. Coming from Arizona where it's like 80 degrees right now, this is cold.
Well, we're coming from Miami where it's even warmer usually.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. How about, you're still doing your channel just part-time, right?
Yeah, I do about 25 to 30 hours a week on my channel. Season 5 starting to wrap up. You know, it's the end of the holidays. We'll be doing some year-end stuff. And then February we'll be starting season 6 and, you know, trying to get doing our Kickstarter. And you guys do it like the month before me. It's like bookends.
Well, there you go. I'm actually happy. I mean, for me, for once I'm not rooming with Tom, which is, I think, a good thing.
Because I don't get up early like Tom does. And he's a late guy and I'm a late guy, so both of us hate mornings, so this is a good relationship right here.
Yes, it is. I was just about to say that. Tom with his gotta get up at ridiculous in the morning. We got up, we had a nice breakfast. Now we're gonna head to the convention. Let me show you how it is in there. Well, here we are in the hall. Found Tom. I was saying how
opens in 45 minutes, so we'll see how crowded it gets.
Yeah, I was saying about how it was nice to not have to wake up at the crack of dawn with my other roommate.
You don't have to wake up at the crack of dawn when you're with me. You just do it.
That's because I'm with you, so I'm like, I gotta wake up when you wake up. I like the fact that I don't have to wake up that early anymore. We got a nice later wake up. I will. Let me go to the Geek and Sun booth where we are, and we'll see how everything is.
Come on.
Here we go. So I'm going to follow Tom here over to Geek and Sun, and someone is blocking Tom's way. Who is this strange fellow?
I'll run him over like a freight train.
Run him over, and here we are at our booth. We are Geek and Sun's booth, and look, we have these awesome tables, and here's the whole gang. Here's Viking Man.
I've got a way to open it.
How are you?
What's up? How are you?
I was waiting for you to say something in a Viking voice.
I don't know what a Viking voice sounds like. I don't do a Norwegian accent very well. That's a pirate. What is wrong with you?
I be here
to pillage and plunder.
I fight for Odin.
Yes. And Mark's here with us. And Derek, of course, who made it back. After missing Essin, he's back.
Ragnarok is nigh.
And Eric.
Yes.
Now, me and you, we have to talk here, Eric.
What?
We're the only two people who did not see the Liberty Bell yet, so we're gonna have to make a little side trip to see it at some point.
What, just like in the middle of the day?
At one point. Supposedly it's 10 minutes away. I think we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to take an adventure together.
That sounds fun. That sounds fun.
Well, I found Penny Arcade. We have a pile of these here. Look at this. This is very exciting. If you're like me and you do the geeky Disney thing, then this is even cooler. This is, they call it Penny Arcade. So it's like the Penny Arcade, but the Penny Arcade. And ours is very special. It's not only, it's the Dice Tower guy, but look at this. Games. And especially the people who play them, which is you guys. So these pins are for you. If you're watching this, I'd say stop by our booth, but this is probably going on after we're done. So, my pin! My pin! Well, I found the last of the gang. The last of the gang is here. He's not saying anything. He's ignoring me.
How you doing? It's early in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I'm sorry.
I'll be catching him later in the day.
I'll be all peppy. I'll be happy. I'll be chatty.
Here, before we forget, do you want a pin to wear?
Those are nice. Those are sweet. Come get yours. Well, you're not going to see this while you're here, so get one later.
Well, I just found Scott from Renegade Games, and
hey,
you were on the you were just on the panel. How did the panel go?
The panel was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was very interesting, you know, to hear about what's going on in the future of the industry and everything.
Yeah, it was really cool. We had publishers on there and retailers and Tom from the Dice Tower, and yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah, and you have a big role here at PAX in general. I've noticed the lanyards, So you guys are like the lead sponsor of the whole convention.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We sponsored the lanyards for sure. So everybody walking around has Renegade around their neck. So it's very cool.
Yeah, it is cool. And obviously, this has been a good year with some really solid games, Clank in Space and Ex Libris. So it's been, overall, it's been good.
It's been very, very good, yeah. So we're pretty happy this year. So hopefully 2018 will be even better.
Yeah, and I forgot one that I have to give a super shout out. Sunday Split. It's one of my favorites now.
Sunday Split's awesome.
Yes, I love You Split, I Choose, and this one has that some cards are upside down thing. Phenomenal.
It's a little sinister.
Cool. Yes. Well, thanks for seeing you, and I thought the panel was incredible watching it. So
great. I'm glad you had a good time. I did too.
Yes. Well, I'll be back with more coverage here from PAX Unplugged, and be giving you more blogging throughout the whole convention. So I found Tom. How was the panel? How did you enjoy it?
The panel was good. People asked really good questions. I thought it went really well.
Eric, don't distract us. We're actually talking about something serious here. The state of the gaming industry, the future of the gaming industry. Tom just had an amazing panel.
Falling asleep.
The state of the gaming industry is strong.
It is.
It's also Pennsylvania.
And as long as there's still a gaming industry, we'll be here to cover it. So just like I'm doing the coverage here at PAX, we're here to give you guys the inside scoop on everything in the gaming industry. Well, this is a market. I always thought that the North Market in Origins is good, but look at this thing. This thing is just insane with the amount of food and different things in here. And this one, I think, might be my new favorite market. It's pretty awesome. And I see Denichi's pork, roast pork and beef all the way up there. You see the sign. We're heading over there. We're going to try their sandwiches, which everyone's been raving about, and we'll see how it is. But I just love the feel. I don't know how much you guys like markets, but it's really cool, the feel of like everyone's just in here eating food and seeing all these things. And here's the place that I'm coming to. We'll see. We've been hearing raves about it, and we're going to see how good the sandwich is. Look at this. I came here, all I've heard about is this roast pork, and it's sold out. I am like the saddest person right now. I'm gonna have to give you guys a review of this tomorrow, because today it's not just gonna happen. But I promise I will get here early tomorrow just to try this sandwich that I've heard is amazing. So I will be back, and you will hear about how good this sandwich is tomorrow. Well, I'm going with my second best choice, the rib stand. Boneless rib sandwich. That sounds really good, and we'll see how it is. I mean, here we're here at the rib stand. This food looks really amazing too, so I'm very excited. There's also a bakery here, lots of donuts and lots of things. There's just so much here, I can't even decide. But I could tell you, this market, which by the way is called the Reading Market, which is cool because for those of you who have played Monopoly, you know, take a ride on the Reading Railroad. Here we are in the actual station where the Reading Railroad comes. So here we are in the terminal station, and we're here having market food. So look who I found. I found one of our favorite people, Mr. Bonacore. How are you doing today? He's speechless today. Look at this. This is the least I've ever heard him talk ever. So, tell me about some Stronghold games today. You have nothing to say about Stronghold games? What's going on here? I don't understand it. Usually you tell us all about your games. I don't understand this. But, you know, it's always good to have you on our show. Thank you for promoting Stronghold games, as usual. And I'll bring you more from our blog here from PAX Unplugged. Hey! Guess what? We just met Garrett, and do you know what he brought us? Raw honey. Now you have a honey farm, right?
Yes.
Explain this. So you actually make your own honey and everything?
Well, the bees make it. We just steal it from them. Yeah.
This is like raw, fresh. I'm so excited. We're going home with honey. This is awesome.
I'm glad you can go home with the honey. That's
so
good.
Tell us how the whole process works.
Oh, brother.
I want to learn about
extracting. We'll talk. We'll meet again. How about that?
Yes. When are we going to see you again?
I'm right over here at the Fun to 11 booth.
We will meet again, and in that case, maybe we'll have more honey. Anyway, thank you so much for bringing this for us.
You're welcome.
Eric's very excited about it.
He loves it.
He does. And we'll be back. We wrapped up day one, and the end of the booth day, we're going to do more gaming and more stuff. But I think now it's time for cheesesteaks.
Oh, that sounds good. I love cheesesteaks.
Me too.
All right.
Not mixed with honey, but I do love cheesesteaks.
You need a 20? You go to the room.
Okay, I found Tom.
Of Jason.
Are we gonna
I'm
go?
actually talking.
Are
and
we
Jason
gonna go get cheesesteaks
So
now?
then,
What's the plan?
I'll go to bed, and then we'll meet back here tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
That's the plan. Cheesesteaks? Gaming?
I don't really want cheese sticks. We get them all the time at home.
What?
Cheese sticks, you can get them everywhere.
Steaks.
Steaks you can get everywhere too.
With cheese?
I've got them before.
Philly style? He's just messing with me.
Who's messing with who? What?
You're the honey!
Yeah. I get to enjoy that.
I think it's time to go get those cheesesteaks because everyone here is loopy at this point. So we just had an amazing dinner.
Oh, you didn't take any footage of the Chinese food?
No, it wasn't cheesesteak, but it was amazing. We went to Chinatown in Philadelphia.
It was a Chinese cheesesteak.
That would be interesting, but it wasn't. Anyway, we are going to the open gaming room now and going to find games to play. Oh, here. Oh, this is the Johann Sebastian Bach thing. Here we go.
And the winner is Turquoise Player.
What? Tom is feeling really happy tonight. He's actually going around looking for what teachers wanted signs because you're going to teach people the new hot games in the hot game area.
Oh, anywhere I will teach people games. I like teaching games. It's not because I'm happy. I just like teaching games.
So as you can see here, lots of hot games. Fallout. I see Agra over here. They're playing Agra right now, which is a really cool game. I see Keeper out there. What else do I see? This is the Dragon game that we played at Essen. I can't remember the name of it, but here you are. It's the NSKN game, Dragon's Gate College. That's what it's called. So they have that. I see all sorts of hot games. This is like super hot game area here. This is one that was definitely a hot game that I was excited for Sindas Valk. You guys are playing with the expansion or the regular game?
Just the regular.
Just the regular one. It's a great game. Expansion. Have you seen the expansion?
Yeah, it's actually part of this. We just had the team up, so.
Cool. This one is one that I've been trying to get Tom to play forever. Such a good game. Amazing. And oh look, Tom found Otis and he's teaching it. Okay, I found my other favorite game so far from Essen, Nussfjord. Have you guys played it yet, or are you just learning it?
We're in turn 3.
Turn 3. How do you like it? I say that it's his second best game behind Le Havre. What do you think? Tell me.
I've not played that one, so.
What about compared to Agricola and Caverna? Give us a comparison to Agricola and Caverna.
I feel like we're too early in the game to make that call yet.
Do you like it?
I'm confused.
Uwe, if you're watching this, you've made very confusing rules for this game. I know we talked about this in the interview recently, but reality is there's some people who are confused now. I love it. I love the stock manipulation with the fish. I love everything about this. I love the powers. I love the elders. I think this is, like I'm going to say right here, your second best game behind Le Havre. I think this one's incredible. Well, I found the game that I haven't played yet. Even though we have a copy, we haven't had a chance to play it yet. It's the game that I'm most looking forward to. Like I say, my most looked forward to game from Essen. Here it is, Gaia Project.
No, I took the tile.
Yeah, so you're taking that.
So you can see how amazing this game looks. I mean, this is you guys are playing it now. Have you played Terra Mystica?
Yes.
Tell me what you think. Better, worse? What do you think?
Yeah, I love the improvements. I love that money is no longer super fiddly, it's all on the board, and I love that the cult track actually does stuff in the game. Like this is all of our shovels. This would be our boat track, really.
So instead of being on the board, now your boat and shovel track are part of the tech tree.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. I love it. I'm so glad that you guys like it. I've been telling everyone that this is going to be the best game from Essen this year.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm having a great time with this. Yeah, it's awesome.
So there, you guys have heard it. Like I said, you guys are hearing it here. Gaia Project, better than Terra Mystica, which is one of the best games ever. So pretty excited. I also see a Matt Gertz game over here. They're playing Transatlantic. This is Matt Gertz's new game. Now, I'm going to ask you guys the question. How does it compare to Concordia?
What's Concordia?
Never heard of it.
You guys haven't played Concordia. Have any of you played Concordia?
No.
So like Concordia, you're taking cards and you're playing them one at a time, and eventually you're going to pick them up. And this has that same kind of mechanic where you're playing through your deck. You're building a deck. Do you guys like it? What do you think so far?
Once we got going, it's picking up a bit, and I'm like,
yes, I agree.
Okay, awesome. Because this is one of the games I've been so looking forward to from Essen. It's another one that we haven't played yet. We have too many to play and review, but we're so excited about this one that I'm glad that you guys like it. If I haven't said it, Eric is the coolest person ever. So not only are we going to do some escape room unlocks, but look what he brought. Stuffed Fables. Even Tom doesn't have a copy of this one yet. Eric, you are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed my coverage of day one of PAX Unplugged. It's been a good day. Got some gaming in, got to play Unlock with Eric, one of the new ones, and now we're heading off to bed. I'll bring more coverage tomorrow, have more interviews, more things to do. I'll show you around even more things. And it's PAX Unplugged, and Jason Levine with coverage here for Dice Tower.